Welcome to our channel. Today we're debunking some of the most common myths that people still believe. You know, those things you hear repeated so often that you just assume they're true? We're talking about everything from whether you actually only use 10% of your brain, spoiler alert you don't, to whether goldfish really have a 3-second memory. They absolutely don't. Let's dive right in.
So, let's talk about your brain. It's an incredible organ, capable of complex thought, creativity, and remembering where you left your keys. Sometimes. But for some reason, the idea that we only use 10% of our brains has persisted for over a century. This myth likely originated in the late 19th or early 20th century, a time when neuroscientists were just beginning to understand the brain's complexity. Modern brain imaging techniques like fMRI have completely debunked this myth. These scans show that we use virtually all of our brains throughout the day, even when performing simple tasks. Different areas of the brain are responsible for specific functions, from language processing to motor skills to emotional regulation, and they're all constantly firing away. You're already using your whole brain, and that's pretty amazing in itself.
Let's move on to another animal myth, the idea that bats are blind. This one's so pervasive that we even use the phrase blind as a bat to describe someone with terrible vision. But here's the truth: bats are not blind. In fact, some species of bats can see up to 3 times better than humans in low-light conditions. Bats rely heavily on echolocation to navigate and hunt in the dark. This incredible ability allows them to see by emitting high-pitched sounds and interpreting the echoes that bounce back from objects in their environment. Bats use both their vision and echolocation to create a detailed map of their surroundings. Bats have perfectly functional eyes, and they're anything but blind.
Time to address a myth that's plagued goldfish for far too long: the infamous 3-second memory. We've all heard it, and many of us have even repeated it. But it turns out, goldfish are much smarter than we give them credit for. Studies have shown that goldfish can remember things for weeks, even months. One study even trained goldfish to associate a specific sound with feeding time, and the fish remembered the association for months after the training ended. Goldfish brains are structured differently than ours, and they rely more heavily on spatial memory, meaning they remember locations and environments very well. This makes sense, given that their natural habitats are often complex and require them to navigate obstacles and remember where to find food. These little guys have impressive memories and are capable of learning complex tasks. Maybe it's time we start giving them the credit they deserve.
Let's talk about a habit that's often met with disapproval: knuckle cracking. For years, we've been warned that this seemingly harmless habit will lead to arthritis. But guess what? That's just another myth. Numerous studies have investigated the supposed link between knuckle cracking and arthritis, and the results are clear. There is none. Researchers have found no evidence that knuckle cracking causes any damage to joints or increases the risk of developing arthritis. The sound actually comes from gas bubbles collapsing in the synovial fluid, which is the fluid that lubricates your joints. While knuckle cracking won't give you arthritis, it can be annoying to the people around you. But rest assured, you can crack away without worrying about damaging your joints.
Finally, let's address a myth that's as old as time: lightning never strikes the same place twice. The truth is, lightning can absolutely strike the same place twice, and it often does. Tall structures like skyscrapers and radio towers are frequently struck by lightning multiple times during a single storm. In fact, the Empire State Building in New York City is struck by lightning an average of 25 times per year. Lightning is a giant electrical discharge, and it seeks the path of least resistance to the ground. Tall objects provide a shorter, more conductive path for the electrical current to travel, making them prime targets for lightning strikes. Lightning can and does strike twice, and knowing the truth could save your life. If you're caught in a thunderstorm, seek shelter immediately, and remember that no place outside is safe from lightning.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more myth-busting content. Remember, knowledge is power, and the more you know, the better equipped you'll be to navigate the world around you. See you next time.